I was at my apartment, I think it was a Wednesday night, and so my roommate and I just watched on my computer, but all of my teammates were here in a room watching, so I got to zoom into their watch party and see everyone, and then we watched it together from our screens.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. On behalf of the NCAA, it is my pleasure to announce the 2021 Woman of the Year, Kendall Cornick.
I looked at my roommate and I was like, was that real? Was my name the one said? I had read a lot about the other candidates, and they were all so amazing. I mean, there was a really good track runner, all these people who had just done super cool things, and so I was not expecting it at all. In fact, I had a pretty big test coming up on Friday, and so I was watching the show, but I was also trying to memorize some bones in my head and some muscles, and so I was just whoa, this isn't real. And she was like, yeah, it is. And so I was just oh gosh, what do I do now? It was just kind of a shock, In undergrad, I didn't really know what I wanted to be. I just knew I wanted to be in science and in probably healthcare, but I just didn't know what capacity. But now I'm a first-year medical student, hoping to be a physician. Got 3 more years left. Really interested in family med or oncology. I really prioritize patient-physician relationships and just getting to know my patients and being there with them throughout long periods of time. So those are the 2 I'm thinking about right now. I do miss playing, but I love being on this side of the field. I love being their biggest supporter and cheering them on and seeing how they do. I'm not always able to watch the games because of classes and stuff, but I'm constantly checking and seeing, and I love when they hit home runs. That's the best thing. They're just crushing the ball and seeing all their success. You can have whatever you make out of your college experience. But it's not going to be easy, and it's going to take a little bit of discipline. But I think the best piece of advice is understanding that it's a lot of up and downs. It's not you start here at the bottom and it's a straight shot towards the top. That's what I was always focused on in undergrad. Super outcome driven, in my first few years. And when you're outcome driven, you get disappointed a lot. And so when you understand that hey, there can be bad days and you can still be on the climb, that's good, and you're on the right path then, and just obviously celebrate the highs, but just understand with as many highs there's going to be lows, and you just got to keep working through them as you keep climbing up.